Hey everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new here, my name is Enid. It's been a while since I posted a video. I haven't been feeling well. I just got over, or I'm still getting over, a bad case of bronchitis, and I had pink eye and it just felt terrible for the last couple of weeks. So I'm starting to feel better, and so I'm gonna do a flip through of the first signature of the journal, because although I wasn't up to filming, when I was feeling, okay throughout the time I was sick, I did work on the journal and I got the first signature decorated. But there are some major changes coming to the journal, so I'll update you as we go through the flip through. So sit tight and I'll be right back to get started. Okay, let's get started with the flip through of the first signature of the bee journal. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with the cover, but I did get the first signature all done. So I started out with the pocket. I think you may have seen the pocket. And then I put a journaling card in here. And I just realized I haven't stitched on this journal card. I've tried to use the sewing machine on most of the embellishments in this journal, and I just realized this one doesn't have any sewing on it, so that's probably something that I'll go back and do. I'm going to put it in upside down just to remind myself to go back to it. And then right here, I have a flip through of, not a flip through, a flip out. So I just added this flip out and I stenciled some honeycomb on it with the stencils that I showed you in the last video, and I put a couple of stickers on it. So that's real cute. And then I added this yellow lace, and I have a little charm right here with a bulb clip. So a little bee charm. And then over here, I just did a snippet. And I attached this journal card with a tiny mini paper clip. And then over here, I stamped a bee. I added some of the little dots as like the flight pattern. I have a small journal card here. And I just put some stickers on the back. I tried to put a little embellishment on the back of all of my journal cards. So, and then as you can see, that one has a little bit of stitching on the top. So I stitched this pocket. I have a little cluster right here on it and the flower. And then I made this journal card here. And again, I have a little sticker on the back, and I just stitched on the side. That was when I was beginning to use the sewing machine. I wasn't sure about going around until I found a video that kind of helped me out a bit with that. And so here I just did a lace belly band. And then down here, this page, when I initially tore it out of the book before I coffee dyed it, I had torn it. So it had like a missing section down here. So I just covered it with a piece of cardstock, and I didn't have a piece long enough. So I used two pieces and I glued them together, and you could see the seam. So I just put these little stickers to cover it and a little bee. So I think that came out okay. You don't know that it was ever torn. And then over here on this side of it, I just added another different piece of cardstock, a little cluster with some packaging and some material and cheesecloth. Over here I stamped another bee, more stenciling of the beehive, and a mini journal card that I made. And again, this should have some sort of little flower on the back of it and some stitching. So that's that. And let me see, on this page I did another journal card that I attached to the other side of the paper clip. I just put some stickers, and then I put, as you can see, my stitching was not very good. I started practicing going around, and I couldn't make it around the corners, so I have these funky corners one of the corners was okay, but the other corners are kind of funky. But I figured, you know what, I'm learning. And so I added the tag, what do you call that, a ribbon tag. And then I put this it's not a tag, it's a tab. And then I added this tag with some stitching down the side. And again, here I had stitched the pocket. And then I added some black lace around the page edge here. And then I had showed you this clear pocket that I had made. And I just stitched it into the journal. I stitched around it and I glued it into the journal, but I left it like as an open pocket. And so I'm able to put this in the back, this big tag that I made. And again, I added flowers in the back, a little ribbon tab. And then I'm also able to put the journal card in it. And again, I decorated that with flowers. So I'm able to put this in there. And I stitched a little bit on that. And then here I just put a little sticker. And then on this one, I used another bee stamp, another little flight pattern there. And then this is from a set of stamps that I bought, the hexagons. And so I just stamped that, cut it out, inked around it, and glued it down. And then I made this tag here. And over here, I just kind of fold it over. And as you can see, my stitching is getting a little bit better. I'm learning how to go around the edges. And I find that the straight stitch sewing is a lot harder than the zigzag. Because the zigzag, the machine sort of keeps the item that you're sewing on track, because it's going back and forth, so it's kind of holding it down at all times. But when you're doing the straight stitch, you're more in charge of keeping the item straight, so it's a little bit trickier. So I tend to go more with zigzag stitches. Oh, and this was another one of the pages that was torn at the bottom, so I added some washi tape. And then on this side, I added some more washi tape. And then I did another little journal card here that I also put a sticker on. And then this was a journal card that I made with a background stamp set that I bought. So I just stamped the whole background, and then I added a bit of ephemera to it. And then I made this big signature card, and I just stitched around this piece of ephemera. And then on the back, I added a flower and another sticker. I'm getting short of breath as I'm talking because I'm still not over, so forgive me. Here I just did a belly band that I stitched across, and I made a big journal card. I stamped this label myself from some stamp kits that I bought, and added the butterfly sticker to it. I thought the paper was really pretty and didn't really need much, so that's all I did to it. And again, I added flowers on the back. So that goes there. And then here, I stenciled some more here. Stitched around the pocket, added some flower stickers and a number. And then this was really colorful and bright, so I made this more neutral looking journal card. And I don't know if you can tell that there's like some stitching here, because I stitched around, but the stitching came out terrible. So I just took it all out with a seam ripper and restitched it, because all the corners were really, really bad. So I just restitched it, and you really can't tell unless you look at it up close. So that's that. And then over here, I had put a die cut but it was really bothering me. I didn't like the way that it looked, so I peeled it off, and it kind of peeled away some of the stenciling. So I just came back over the stencil. That's why these look a little bit darker. And I went over it. It was initially done in yellow, and then I went over it with a little bit of what's the color that I used? Gathered Twigs, the oxide pad, the Gathered Twigs. And so you can see it has a little bit of brown, and I used it to cover up where the paper had been pulled up. So again, unless you're really looking, you really can't tell. And then I cut out, fussy cut this bee and stuck that down there. So I liked it much better than the way it was looking with the die cut. And then again, I have another pocket that I stitched around. 2 more journal cards that I decorated with stickers. Oh, I didn't put anything on the back of these. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in backwards to remind me that I have to do something to them. And then over here, I just stamped another butterfly, and this is another torn piece of the grid dot paper that I had put in the signature. And so I covered the torn piece with a piece of the cardstock. And then over here, I just did a little, a small pocket with a tag. And this is the back of the cardstock, and it was white. And so I just inked it to kind of blend it in. And I like the way that it looks, so I just kind of left it like that. And then over here, I put this cluster with one of the bees that I had purchased, I think, at Michael's in a pack of stickers that had some sticky backs, and I peeled off the sticky back so it wouldn't be so high and dimensional. It still has a little bit of dimension, but not as much as it did have. And so I made that cluster, and I put that down there. Then over here, I just added some washi tape and another one of the stickers from the pack that I bought. And it's a little bit dimensional, but I took out the big dimensional in the back, and so it's not as bad as it was. But I like the way that it looks there, tied in with this pocket here that I made, or side tuck rather. It had the honey, and so I put the honey over there. And then I made this card that I stitched around, and I really only added the stickers and the flowers in the middle, and one label. I thought that was really all it needed. It was pretty, the paper, I like the way it looked, and so I added a little sunflower in the back. And so that's that. And then over here, I had bought these little bags at the Dollar General, and so I just decorated one of the bags and glued it down here, put a tag in it, added the stickers, stitched down the side of it, and added the little sticker in the back. And so I just put that in there. I made this top tuck over here, and then I made this big journal card. And again, this is one that I had stitched, and you probably can't see the little stitch holes, but I took the stitching out because it was starting to come out all crooked. And so I restitched it. And so that's that. And then this is another label that I made with the stamp sets that I bought. So I put some lace here, some ribbon rather. And so that goes there in the top tuck. I added the little bee stickers. I fussy cut these bees and put them on there. And then over here is a pretty simple page. I stamped a bee here. I fixed the torn bottom with a piece of cardstock, and I just put a little sunflower sticker there. Here I added more of the same cardstock to fix the torn bottom. I put a flower up here, and I made a little tuck pocket here that I covered in stickers and fussy cuts. And then I put this tag in it. Oh, I didn't put anything on the back of this, so that'll go in backwards too. So I gotta do something on there. Again, some ribbon. I made this side tuck. I'm learning to stitch around the rounds, so I started there, but you can see that it wasn't that great. And then over here, I made this journal card. I put a little bit of glossy accents on the B there. I made this label with the stamp set that I bought. I also made this label with the stamp set that I bought. I stamped the border of the label on some book page, and then I added the butterfly sticker. And this little label here I made myself. I used my little number stamps and I just made a number. And then on the back here I have the sticker. Here I stamped from the stamp set that I bought. I just stamped that on a torn piece of book page from the bottom. You know, when you tear the book page and you have these scraps left, I just used that. And then I just tore it out and inked around it and put it there. Here I used some lace, not lace, ribbon. I put on the edge. And then I made this label from the stamp sets that I bought. And over here, I put a pocket. I stamped another B and made this journal card. I was going to stitch around it, but there's a lot of detail. You really weren't going to notice it. So I just stitched around the label that I made, because this is another one of the ones that I made with the stamps and stuff that I bought. And then here I have the flower. I might put like a sticker, you know, something over that to hide that, but I don't know. I'll decide what to do with that. And then over here, this is pretty much where I ended it. This is the end of the first signature. You can see this division here because I had sewn it in a little bit far apart from the other signature. So I just put a little flower sticker, put the journal card that I had a flower sticker on the back, and I had just stitched down the side of it. And then I just stamped this butterfly here on the second signature. I started to decorate it. But my problem with the journal is, this is where the changes are going to come in. I did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. When I started this journal, I said that I was not going to decorate every page. That I was just going to decorate like every other couple of pages, just kind of to leave it with, you know, a lot of journaling space, and so that it wouldn't get so thick. And already with this first decorated signature, as you can see, it's already like bulging out. So if I decorate the other two journals in the same manner to keep it consistent, it's not, you know, it's not going to fit. I'm going to wind up with a book that looks like that. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to take out I'm actually going to take out the two signatures in the back, reposition one of them so that it'll, you know, it won't be, if I take out the middle one, I'm going to have this big gap. If I take out the one in the end, I'm going to have a big gap here. So I'll probably take them both out. And as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to cut the stitch. Let's see if they'll come out. Yeah. There it goes. That's signature number 3, and then signature number 2, and then I'll probably sew this one back in somewhere in between where the 2 and 3 had been. I'm gonna sew that back in, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna, let me see if I can get to the middle. Why do I have a card in here? Oh, I have a incomplete tag in there. I don't know why. But, yeah, I'm gonna take this apart. And the reason I'm gonna, take it apart, not only did I cut it out, but I'm gonna take it apart. There's the center. Okay, let me pull this out. I made, when I started this journal, I didn't have any other, like bee ephemera. So when I got the order from Thru, that I showed you guys in the last video, what I decided to do was make some inserts that I was going to add to the signature. And so I just picked a couple of them and folded them. And so this one's going to be like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to coffee dye the back of it. I saw a technique where Kathy from Kathy's Garden just used like coffee and a foam brush, and she just brushed the coffee. Excuse me, she just brushed the coffee on to just color one side of a digital. So I'm going to do that with this, see how it comes out. And then this one is folded this way. I'm going to coffee dye the inside of that. I'm going to coffee dye this. And I'm going to coffee dye the inside of this one. And I'm going to swap out a few of the pages in the signature with one or two of these. And I also, let me see what else. So I'm going to sew this back in when I add, change out some of the pages. And then I also have a bin full of other ephemera that I made. I have this little vellum flip that I'm going to put somewhere in. I might add a couple of pages in here, but I don't have any more coffee dyed paper. So when I do those other ones, I'll have to coffee dye more paper. And then I made these cute little vellum pockets. This vellum was really pretty. It came with a nice print. I still have to glue down this side. I didn't glue it down. These I'm not going to use because these are like kind of really flimsy. But I have this whole bin of ephemera that I've made. A lot of it is what I initially made and showed you. But I went through and I stitched most of it. So these are new little baby tags that I made. So I put a little cluster on this one and I stitched around it. I put a cluster here and I stitched around it. And again, these have stickers on the back. Let me see. Yep, this one doesn't have anything on the back, so this one I'll leave out. Here I put a cluster on this one, sticker on the back. Stickers, stitching around it. Here I put a little cluster here, some stickers. Here I put one of the bee hexagon labels that I made using some book page and the stamp. So I cut that out and put it there, put some stickers. These two, I added the backs. I did them upside down because what I intend to do is use these as flips somewhere in the journal. So I'm going to put it in like this, and then when I flip it, the back is going to be right side up. So I did that intentionally. This one is going to be a flip also. When you flip it, this is going to be right side up. So these I'm going to use as flips somewhere in the journal. And then tags, I made this. This is another one of the little bags that I decorated. I put a little little cluster on it. The music sheet that I use had the word song on it. And so then I just added one of the little labels that I stamped. So now it says love song. I have the little cluster. And then I made this tag that kind of fits right in there. So these are pieces that I probably won't use them all, but I'll use most of them. And I have to do, other more creative kind of things. It can't just all be tags and journal cards. I want to do some other type of cute ephemera, but I haven't really been feeling up to it. So I have a couple of little clusters here. I have another belly band that I'll probably use. I stitched down it, added this cluster with a flower. Here's another pocket that I added a cluster to. So we'll see. So I'll give you another update when I stitch in the two signatures that I just clipped out. And hopefully I'll be, feeling a lot better. And maybe I'll do some of the, maybe I'll do the sewing in of the signature and start some decorating with you in a couple of days. So I hope you enjoyed the video and it was worth the wait. I know it was a long time in between videos. But as I said, I wasn't feeling well and I hope it was worth the wait. So please like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video. And thank you all for watching and for your support. I really appreciate it. See you next time.